Oh yeah. All right, man. We live. We gonna go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Hold on. Take your time. Take your time. Take your
I'm
time.
ready, baby. I'm ready. Starting soon. How soon is soon?
Nigga, I don't know. Blow your nose. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Smacking me. Oh yes, it makes me happy.
What makes you happy, dog? Come on,
Everything
man.
you just told me.
Oh man, come on, man. Don't.
You crazy.
You have no idea, man. And that's what's weird. That's what's weird about me. I realize like once I get mad, I'm cool. Hey,
I like that.
Hey, but take
That's
it with you.
good. That makes me happy, bro. Pause.
I'm just like okay after that, man. And like at him coming up and wanting to dap it up, I'm like, cool, bro. Just understand, like, don't do that, man. Don't do that, bro.
It's all love, but you know I'll punch a hole through your face if I have to. Goofy. Don't get too close like that. We're gonna have problems. Don't think I'm some sucker.
And then that's my bro too.
I come to work.
That's my bro. That's what I hated too, because like he always like, man, we always be chiefing at work and shit.
Don't do nothing.
He'd be like, yo,
the police.
Yeah.
He's the police. Like he is the police. So for real, man. I'm so happy. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations. That's sad, brother.
No, it's not. If you need one of those every, how remember we had that episode about how you gotta get your ass whipped every once in a while.
Yeah.
You gave a black man an adjustment, and you going, I feel geek. Like I feel real good about it. I'm happy for you, brother. Congratulations, man. Good job.
You a fool, man.
Just some boxing gloves.
Yeah. And let me tell you, and then on top of that, look here, this is what he did. He drove off. He always keeps his car like in the back, right? So he drives off, comes back like a half a second later, and parks like he parks like right by the front desk. He never does that. He's not supposed to do that. He parked by the front desk, right? And then I see him walking. He goes to like his little office, his little junky ass office. He walks out of the car with a tire on him. And and looks at me through the window, and I'm just looking at him like, nigga, I don't care. And Miss Ann was like, leave it alone, Wayne.
Nope.
Leave it alone. Like,
bring the strap.
No,
You know what? Let's go ahead and get started, man. All right, man. Welcome once again. YFM, we are back, man, for our new recap of 2023, talking about movies and talking about the top 5 moments. We was gonna do top 5 music, but y'all fucked that up this year. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, that was no good music. Well, no, that was good music, but
SZA's album
think of 5 albums. No, SZA's album is never deep. I don't know why y'all listen. It's not about the content with SZA. Is like SZA sings here, and the beat is like over here.
Word. That's that.
Here we go.
That's a mixing thing. I talked to you about that offline.
Okay.
There was a couple people,
but it's done purposely.
It is purposely, but it's for a whole like aesthetic sonic type of thing. Doja Cat's album was great, even though I can't stand her ass because she's lunatic. But anyway, big homie Wayne, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. All right, chill out, man. Chill out. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing everything's gravy. Now, almost got into a little scribbity scrap at work, but it's okay, man. I'm cool. The manager had my back, so that's all I care about. I'm kind of he's a bitch, nigga. I forgot about that shit, man. Look, but yeah, man. And then my allergies been kicking my ass, so I probably sound a little different. But I'm still in it, baby. Let's go.
All right, man. So
we're gonna. How about your week? How was your week, dog?
Oh man, it's I took off yesterday, and my car has been in the shop since Thursday, and I've been blowing them up and blowing up the doctor's office, and I just been calling people and just acting like that angry rich black man that I am. And I love it. There's nothing more to get mad at people.
Good.
What is the malfunction?
What's taking so freaking long? You gotta talk to them.
I have that ChatGPT write me a strong letter.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna write a scathing email. Okay, if you don't please,
give me my shit.
That's hilarious, bro.
But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Just like you said earlier, man. Before we jumped on live, I feel blessed and highly favored to be able to do the top 5 this year.
Yeah, man. I love top five, man. I love this. I love doing this every year. I just love top five in general. I always just some shit we can do every month. But I tell you that because I love telling people that they're wrong about the shit that they like and why they should like the shit that I like. And I like just explaining the shit that I like. So,
Therapy.
so there's that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but I will say that if you've been wondering, like, where the hell has YFM podcast been? Well, this year we've been really focusing on YFM sports. So if you don't know, now you know. We got YFM sports, and this whole year we kind of been working on that, but we coming back full strength with YFM podcast and YFM sports. So your boys are gonna be busy next year. Also, free lunch, baby. I think it's the other side. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right there.
Bill Wayne bought me this shirt for my birthday, so appreciate that. But free lunch, baby, is coming out January the 19th. It's gonna really be big and it's gonna be good. So yeah,
it is good. I already got my hands on it because we are going to do an episode about it once the album drops.
Yep.
I've already listened to it. And song Harden. Have you made it longer yet?
Yes, that's what he working on it now. So
all right. Did you listen to the examples I gave? Or pause. Whoa, pause. Woo, boy. Woo, that was a hard one. Pause again on that one. So look here. So yeah. So we ready to start, man?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start, man. So we're gonna start off with the top 5 movies, and big homie Wayne, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off with your number 5. What was your number 5 top 5 movie of this year?
If you can, so I try not to be that person that people always call me a contrarian. But you and I spoke about this earlier this week, like a couple of days ago. You and I spoke on the phone, and you were like, yo, you need to watch this movie. You don't just watch this one scene and see how corny it is. So I went ahead and watched that movie, and I watched the whole thing. I was thinking I was just gonna watch that one scene. I ended up watching the whole thing, and I loved it. Bro, The Flash is my number 5 movie. And I never would have watched it if it weren't for you, me talking to you about it. Because everybody talks shit about it. And I'm like, I'm no way I'm watching the movie because I'm sick of superhero movies. And I was never interested in The Flash. I don't know his backstory or anything. I watched that movie and I was like, yo, people are stupid. This was a really good movie, man. The Flash, and everybody talks about the CGI and everything. I'm like, nah, the CGI. I mean, what do you want it? You wanted to be real babies falling from the sky and shit. That scene was hilarious. That dude had the babies falling. He made his lunch. He saved the dog. That shit was hilarious. The whole movie was funny, man. The CGI wasn't so damn bad in it to where, I think people are just upset. I hate how you have to be just the greatest person in the world for people to just love you or go see your movies or whatever the case is, because whatever it was that Ezra Miller did, man, people are pissed off about it and saying shit about The Flash, but it was such a good movie, man. That was a really good movie. I enjoyed it, bro. And that also makes me think that I'm never listening to anybody else again, man. Like if there's a movie that looks remotely good, I'm just going to go and watch it because people's opinions suck except for mine.
So, all right. So that being your number 5 is a very big surprise and shock to me. I watched that movie because I just had to see it. For one, I do like the Flash, right? That's a cool superpowers to be going able to go fast as motherfucker. And then the way that they did it in the Snyder cut, and even like the other shit that they did, the other Justice League that was terrible. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he could go fast and the way they did that was dope. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that the reason why people hated that movie wasn't just because of Ezra Miller, but then you add on the fact that it's all this other shit, right? The story is crazy. They're switching up Batman. It's weird. It's just a weird thing.
No, it's not. How can you watch Spider-Verse and understand that? How can you watch Doctor Strange and understand that? But then when the DC does it, it's like, I don't get it. I understand it just perfectly fine. Why do you get it? He did the whole spaghetti thing. You didn't understand that?
Oh, I'm not talking about me in general. I said I'm talking about people.
People.
So, people didn't like that movie because of all the shit that came with it. It was like a perfect movie for cancel culture to hate. And it reflected in the amount of money that the movie fucking made. Yeah. I watched the movie and I definitely did not like it. And it wasn't just because of the fucked up CGI, because I told you to watch that part.
It's not that bad.
It was also the fact that I love the end of who was the main villain. I thought that was dope. I always thought it was going to be Reverse Flash. Spoiler alert for anybody that ain't watching shit. I thought
we should put a big spoiler alert on all this.
Yeah, all this just spoiler alerts. If you don't know, now you know. I thought it was going to be Reverse Flash or something, but I did like that part. But I just didn't like the story too much. But I will say that Ezra Miller acted his ass off in that movie. and it's a shame that
That's absolutely right. He played two parts. He played two parts.
He played the mature version of him, the older version that's actually been through shit, and the one that didn't. He played that shit so well. I just wish that he didn't do all the weird shit he did. And then I wish that the DC universe was still continuing to go on, so the story will make more sense with this different Batman and the multiverse and all that shit. But to each his own. I ain't fuck with it. I'm glad you liked it though. Yeah, I was just having watched it because I thought it was funny. But that's tight. That's dope.
Well, look, and that's another thing too. Now I want to see Michael Keaton as Batman again. I would love to see a Michael Keaton Batman.
They were supposed to do that.
A Batman with Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck.
Batman Beyond. He was supposed to do Batman. That's what
that would have been great. Still not too late though.
Yeah, I don't think what it might be. I don't know, but Michael Keaton doing a new Batman, he looked perfectly fine to me. So I was like, yeah, he looked good. Like, most motherfuckers are fat and fucked up. All right, so let me go ahead and do my top 5 movies.
Yes, sir. What's your top 5, man?
This was the hardest it's been. Pause. This is the hardest it's been. Pause. This year, because last year I thought it was easy. This year I watched a lot of fucking movies. I did check out The Flower Moon this morning. I watched that early this morning. That shit was sad and I hated it.
Very sad.
So sad. And I fucking hate the FBI and it makes you hate the government. Why? Ass motherfuckers, because they always stealing some shit. Ain't got nothing to do with them. And I didn't.
This wasn't. I can't wait till we get around to it. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It didn't actually make my list. That's which is nuts.
At all.
No, and I watched the Iron Claw as well. That didn't make my list.
See, I didn't finish Iron Claw,
but that movie should have been 4 hours because that story is very great.
Yes, it is.
It's only 2 hours, and it is not enough. Right. But my number 5 movie of this year is Leave the World Behind.
Okay, all right. See now,
Woo!
Yeah.
So let me go ahead.
So let me say this real quick. It's my number 4 movie.
Cool. So we can talk about it, but I want you to expound upon it more. Leave the World Behind is a movie kind of about like an Airbnb. And spoiler alerts for everybody out there. I'm not going to give away too much. I just want y'all to enjoy it and watch it. It's a movie about a white couple, white family, getting an Airbnb, a really beautiful house in the middle of nowhere outside of New York. Like, I don't know, like what, hour and a half from New York, right?
Yeah.
They can still see the New York skyline. Right. So they're an hour or so away from New York. And Sarita said the ending sucked balls. I'm guessing you're not talking about The Flash. Are you talking about Edgy? Are you talking about The Flash or are you talking about Leave the World Behind? Let us know in the comments below. She is talking about Leave the World Behind. The house was fired. The house was fired.
Yeah.
And the ending did suck balls if you're looking at it from the lens we're looking at it from. It did, because it was like, this is it. But basically the movie is about an Airbnb and a black family coming in, and they actually own the house. And due to like a national disaster, I guess I would say, they're trying to like stay back in their Airbnb, and this white family is kind of like hesitant. The mom. Dad ain't that, like, I don't give a fuck. So it's a really dope movie. It's kind of like a end of the world disaster movie, but told from a very small micro level, right? And I love the fact that it was told from that level, because that's how we will experience it if some shit like that happens. And it has a lot to do with race, and it has a lot to do with wealth, and it has a lot to do with fucking national disasters and terrorism and fucking doomsday preppers. It is a great movie. But the thing that fucked me up, that made me and my wife watch the beginning credits, because they had beginning credits, was I thought was lit.
Very lit.
That the fucking movie is produced by Michelle Barack Obama.
Yes. And that's what I was going to say too, is I kind of feel like this is their way of keeping their hand in society, or saying like, that I'm not president anymore, but I'm still here. What's the best way to be here? Let's try to be executive producers at Netflix, and let's make these disaster movies. Like, this is what happens when you want to go to the other side. And the way, and they explained it perfectly. There's only been like one other disaster movie that I've seen that I'm like, this is how it's going to happen. And that's The Road. Right now, I think that this is going to happen the way they take down the internet. I don't care what you say. You can read all the books in the world. They take off our internet. We are done for. We
Yeah,
are
it's
done
true.
for, y'all.
Oh,
And it's like I love movies like this because it's like this is what really happens. Like, Jason is cool, Freddy is cool, Michael Myers is cool, but it's the shit that
fuck
really
all that.
happens. You know what I mean? That'll scare me, like The Happening. A lot of people didn't like The Happening. I understand the acting was corny, but think about it. What if Mother Earth, you know,
Nature.
Mother Nature got revenge on us
And
because
just
of the
said,
way we
fuck
treated
you.
her?
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
that should
over.
scare the shit out of you, bro. That should scare you.
So look, I'm gonna let you go into your number 4, which we
Mhm.
already obviously was my number 5.
Yeah, leave the
So
world behind.
leave the world behind.
One more thing about that too.
Yeah, please.
Big pause on this, right? But I just want to say it, right? There's just something about Julia Roberts dancing to a song about hard dicks that is absolutely hilarious to me.
Yeah, the dancing.
That
What?
dancing was that was some white girl Elaine from Seinfeld type dancing
And
right
that's the
there.
one thing I did not like about that movie, which I thought
Why?
was
Why?
extremely. No, not the dancing part.
Uh-huh.
The thing I didn't like about the movie, which kind of took me off guard until I started watching it more, was when she was driving to the market and
Okay.
she was listening to R&B, and I was like, she ain't listening to that.
Well,
That's the
no, you
only
don't know that. See,
You don't know
see,
that. That's what
yeah,
Courtney
yeah.
said. My wife was like, "You don't know that," and I was like, "You're right," because she was in her 20s in the 90s, so I mean, that was her jam. Everyone listened to hip hop and R&B in the 90s.
Right.
Certainly, if he was in LA or New York.
Well, no, when she's from Atlanta, right? She's from here in Atlanta
Talking about
because
beauty, nigga, not
see,
like
I thought you was talking about straight up. Okay, cool. Yeah, my bad.
yeah. She was in the.
Sorry about
Courtney said that was her
it.
best part, the dancing part. Yeah,
I
man,
think so too. But I think it was one of the best parts in the movie because it was the vulnerability. Like they finally let it go. And first of all, how fucking weird is for you? I don't care if it's black or white. A family
thank you,
comes knocking on your
thank
door and you're
you. Yo,
supposed to
fuck,
let them
you
in.
own this bitch or
Oh, it's
not?
my house. You go prove it. Prove you own the house, nigga.
I
Fuck
don't
you.
have my
You know?
ID. Get the fuck,
Yeah.
nigga.
Word, bro. We gonna be out by this weekend.
Yeah, y'all can stay in the fucking car. I don't give a fuck who out
Word.
is. And you going, I know that was his daughter, but you gonna have a smart mouth like that.
Yo, I hated that broad, yo. I hated her so much. Yo, there's only one other person in movie history, TV history that I hate more than her, and that's Sansa Stark. But I cannot stand that woman in that movie, bro. She was your whole mouth. I would have smacked the big Jesus out of her, dog. I would have smacked the big Jesus out of her.
That's a black woman thing right there. I
Yeah,
like
right. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yo, Julia wasn't wrong for the way that she acted. I don't think.
But I would say that if it was, and this is where I would say the movie's a little bit about race. If it was a white couple and they came dressed up like that and bow and tie talking about we was just at the symphony and we on the court of the Philharmonic and all of that shit, she would have been like, oh, she would have been a lot less like this is a scam. She wouldn't have said, she would have sat her shit up, but she wouldn't have had it up like she wouldn't have had it up like that. She wouldn't have had it up.
Because in the whole movie, she's like, "Where are my kids? Where are my kids?" And I understand you care about your kids, but you wouldn't care about your kids that much if it were a white family.
Exactly. You were on hyper alert instead of just being on alert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I was her, I would have been on hyper alert. But if two black people came to my crib, I would have looked at the car, I would have looked at him, I would have looked at his watch, and I would have looked at his shoes, and I'm like, this motherfucker probably telling the truth.
yeah.
That nigga came knocking on the door, looking at me, talking, I own this bitch. I'd be like, nigga, don't get the fuck out my face, bro.
Yeah. And he did start off that way. And he did start off by saying, "Hi, my name is Wayne Bridges. I own this place." And I'm like,
I would have just looked at him and like, ain't nobody gonna get dressed up, do all this bullshit. Like, this is weird. And she got on a shawl. You know how hard it is for a regular nigga to put on a shawl. Fuck out here. I've been like, oh, y'all must really own this bitch. You know what I mean? Y'all got a car that's better than mine. You feel me? I'm in a Volkswagen. These motherfuckers in a whole, you know what I mean? That's me though. I wouldn't have been looking at the color of their skin. You know what I'm saying? But she was. So that's why I love that movie. Good movie. Really good movie.
I think so too. I still don't get the deer meaning. I'm kind of waiting for that to pop in my head before I go online and look for some shit. But you know,
I would give in, just go on Reddit and see what happened. Because I don't know what was that. So Rita said my thing is when they came back, they should have been in the basement.
Wait, time out. Let's talk about the ending. Speaking of basement, Rita, you say you didn't like the ending. Let me give me your takes on the ending, because I thought the ending was no matter what happens, we're just still going to do the same shit. You know, like there's no internet. There's still like a wall full of DVDs, and she just wanted to watch that last episode of Friends. You know what I mean? And she got what she wanted. But they also they have another bunker. You know what I mean? That's
good.
You know, fully stocked. They're good for a little bit, but for how long? You know,
that's the way I looked at it. Was like they were good. It's the end of the world. The little girl, I really loved the way that little girl acted. She was like, no one listens to me.
Right.
And she was like,
no one did.
And she just left. And I was like, we do that so much with kids. We don't listen to kids because we think kids are stupid. But she been telling the whole movie, she was like us. Like, so when you write stories, you're always supposed to have like the audience in the movie.
Yeah.
Good story writers always writes the audience in the movie. She was the audience. And she was like, yo, look at the motherfucking deers and look at this and that. She was on this one. When she
that
left,
fucking boat is coming closer. You know,
she looking at the boat for like 2 hours, just like, the boat, bruh. What's happening? She was like, yo, my phone broke. I can't watch my Friends. I thought that the black chick was going to say that, you know, Friends is basically they still living single, but I guess
I did too. I did too, man.
But whatever. Yeah. I guess she had enough of reading everybody. Unless you're gonna bring it up later. But yeah, I thought the ending was good because sometimes you don't need the full story. Sometimes you can let your imagination build it.
Right.
And you know that more than likely, motherfucker's gonna die. You know it's gonna be bad. So hopefully they find her because they were looking at the house, but they're so enamored by everything else. I don't know. It's just a really, really good movie. I suggest that if you ain't watched it, y'all, check it out. Check it out because it is a good movie. All right, man. So let me go to my number 4. Did you have anything else to share about?
No.
Because that was Big Homie's number 4.
That was my number 4. So we could go to James's number 4. What you got, bro? Are you still trying to decide?
I am. I'm looking at them actively now, trying to decide.
Yeah, because I my Leave the World Behind was I was kind of like up in the air with a couple of ones too.
So my number 4 is John Wick 4.
Okay, haven't seen it yet.
So
but okay,
if you grew up like me watching action movies, my favorite action movie, which my brother Ox, get well soon, bro. Praying for you, love him.
Absolutely.
My brother Ox and my sister Rita, they suggested that I watch this movie called Commandos. Now I had saw Predators, I had saw Terminator 2, I had saw all the classics, you know what I'm saying? Kickboxer, Bloodsport, you know, all of them shits, right? The real good shits. You know what I'm saying?
Them TBS joints.
Oh my god, right. They just be on all summer, you know what I'm saying? All fucking summer, you know what I mean? But anyway, Commandos, I watched that when I was later, like later in life, because I think it came out before I was born. That's one of my favorite, like literally like top 10 movies of all time because it's fucking hilarious. The catchphrases and everything is dope. John Wick 4 is not like that. But John Wick 4 is the best action movie I've seen in 30 years.
It's better than the other 3?
Oh my God. It's relentless. It's exactly how an action movie should be.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 15 minutes of story. You know what it is. You know what this nigga doing. You know what it's out. If you've seen any of these motherfuckers, you know what it is.
Right.
Now, the rest of the movie is action. He going all over. The movie starts off with him on horseback killing motherfuckers. He is going off. The movie is crazy.
All right, hold up. All right, relax. Don't tell me because I haven't watched it yet.
Spoil it because you got to watch it. But the third act is so long, big homie. It's an hour of gunfight.
What? And it's entertaining?
It is so dope. It's so dope. Damn. It is so dope. It's an hour of when you get to the stairs, it reminds me of a video game, like dead ass. Like it's like a video game. Like when you get to the stairs, bro, the stairs is 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute long sequence with no pauses, no skips. It's all straight through, raw.
So just you mean like one shot?
30-minute one shot of him.
No way.
Fucking
no cuts.
Not that. I mean, of course they had cuts, but you don't see him. Right. It's like yo, like this, like he is so tired. You can tell that he was physically exhausted in the movie because I was physically exhausted watching the movie. Like, oh my God, it was such a banging ass, and I'm glad that it's hopefully because I don't think they should do a part 5. It should be over. This should be the crescendo because if you do,
man, these are too good. Keep them going. Keep them going, man.
Hold up, let me get to Rita's
Yeah.
comments. She said it was full circle. She said, "Oh my God, John Wick 4 is life. The stairs, exactly what I'm talking about."
Mhm.
Courtney said it's never ending. It is. It's just so long. Me and Courtney was looking at each other on the couch, like, God damn, like what the fuck is going on in this movie? Everybody, yeah, I would have died on the horse too. You would have, everybody else would have died. And that's the reason why it's number 4, in my opinion, is because it's not really like a deep story. You feel me? It's
Mhm.
not like the first one where you had some type of humanity and depth. It is so inhumane. And he is so removed from any thought besides the end goal
Mhm.
that it's like, yo, like to be that cold, like you have to be like a hitman.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, see, and yeah, that's the only way. And you know, big homie, when you watch the movie, you'll see what she's talking about. That will
Okay.
be interesting because there is some very interesting side characters in the movie. I will have to say,
Okay.
I would have to say they did a
All
good.
right. I gotta let me cut you off on that, man, because I don't want y'all to give away too much more because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I
So
will say I did enjoy the other three John Wicks. My favorite murder was when he killed the dude with a book. I
yeah.
also loved, at the end of that movie when it was him and Lawrence Fishburne, and he was like, "You mad, John?" And
Yep.
you Keanu has to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that shit was hilarious. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch. And they
Personally,
and they screwed him in the last one, so I gotta watch his revenge too, man.
he is pissed.
All right.
And I would
All
say
right.
that this, and I know this sounds real crazy, y'all. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about John Wick. This is what the Matrix should have been.
Yeah. Maybe they're in a sense correcting what
Maybe,
could
you
have
know,
been,
different story, but this is what the Matrix should have been. And you know, if I had the money, I would buy all of this shit, and I would be like,
Mhm.
yo, he's actually in the Matrix. John Wick is actually Neo, and this
Mhm.
motherfucker, we're gonna pull him out and wake him up.
No, don't do that. See, that's some M. Night Shyamalan shit, man.
Yeah, that's some
Don't do that, dog. Don't do that to him, bro. And, we messed up on the Matrix a little bit. We got
yeah.
John Wick. Let's keep them separate.
All right, let's go to number 3, y'all. Big homie, number 3.
Yeah, yeah. So number thrizzle for me. Um, I thought this was a wonderful movie. I watched it the weekend it came out. Um, one of the actors is so great and wonderful at what he does. He just pretty much just talked the whole way through, and it was still great acting, but nonetheless, it was a great story being told, and it was very heartwarming. My number three movie is going to be The Burial. That was Jamie Foxx and Tommy Lee Jones. Um, Also, I cannot remember her name right now, but it's Jussie Smollett's sister. I forget her name.
That's
Yeah,
his Smollett sister.
yeah. That was the light skinned girl that played for the other side. The
That's not
woman
his
main
sister.
character. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is Smollett's. There's like five or six of them. Yeah, because she was in Full House when she was younger. She was in that
Yeah, I know who she
uh
is.
yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that was her. That was her.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my number 3 as well. So please tell me your thoughts, and I'll show you mine.
So yeah, man, I thought it was a wonderful movie. It was about a lawyer who usually just kind of deals in, the word, what am I looking for? He usually just kind of deals with
Not class action, injuries,
cla okay. And
injuries.
so he wants to get as much money as possible for the people because that's more money for him. He does live high on the hog. He used to be a pastor,
That's
but
blame.
he decided to become a lawyer. So he deals with like $100 million law cases, $200 million law cases, And then here comes Tommy Lee Jones, who owns a funeral home, and he sold his funeral home to a
Couple
funeral home conglomerate,
is
and then
weird.
it turns out that he didn't get the money or anything like that, and so he's trying to sue him to get the money, but Jamie Foxx doesn't want to deal with it, so they talk him into doing the case, and they just get to learn each other, learn about each other's backgrounds, and they realize that they're not so different, and if anything, this shows how we need to team up and get together
Yup.
against those that try to come for what little the little man has, and turn the little man into a big man. And I think that's what I got from this movie. It's like it doesn't matter our backgrounds, of course, but we come together on one common goal. And this is also a kind of thing where, like, if you want to make this like a government thing, you could do that as well. You know, you
Yeah.
want to make this like a government issue, then you know you can look at it that way. But it's just getting us all together. You know what I mean?
I thought that the movie told a very interesting story that I never heard of before, about an industry that we just poo-poo. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
yes, yes.
nobody uses funeral services unless you go into a fucking funeral, which makes sense, right? Like somebody has to pass before you do that. And if you know, smart enough that you go ahead and get a plot before, you're preparing for death. That's something that nobody want to talk about.
Yeah.
Not knowing that that's one of the biggest industries in the world. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing that black people are targeted in that industry at an astronomical rate. So as a person that, you know, sat in, you know, Congo funeral home before when my father had passed and shit like that, and hearing these conversations as a young man, I already know how they get down. You know what I'm saying? It's everything is a price, which I understand it's a fucking business. Ain't nobody out here doing shit for charity, but it's a shame that you got to do all of this shit just to bury a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's people out there that's going to exploit that, people in their worst times, that is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, y'all must not believe in hell at all. like, is everybody out here atheist?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like if you don't believe in karma, you tripping. In this movie,
No, it's but here's my thing with karma and everything else like it. It's only real if you believe in it. So there are some people out there, and you could say that their karma was, you know, spoiler, the ending of the movie, you know, but no, because business is business, and there's no karma when it comes to business.
I would disagree because I
And
believe
even
that.
because look, even when you pay your tithes at church, you can claim it on your taxes and get your money back. That's, you know,
True, that is true, but I feel that karma does happen. You might not see it as a person that's in the public, but when you look at a lot of these top people, they have suicides in their family.
right,
They have
right.
family members that's alcoholics. They're an alcoholic. They're depressed, clinically depressed. All of that shit weighs on your soul. Unless you're a person that was born with no motherfucking conscience of right and wrong, this shit gonna weigh on you, and it will affect the people around you because there's no way that you can do all this evil shit and just go ahead and buy a boat and be like, oh, I got fun coupons. Nah,
Yes,
nigga.
there is fun coupons. Yeah, yes, there is, bro. Because I don't think you're born with right and wrong. You're taught right and wrong, and if you're taught right and wrong, you can teach yourself differently when it comes to right and wrong. You can teach yourself to not care.
Right
So
and
I
wrong
mean,
is societal though. Right. So
right,
like
yeah,
if you're in society, you will understand right and wrong from those things, right? Because of how the things that you do affect a person. So it's based on society. So you're right. Right and wrong is not something that we were born with. It is a taught thing, but it's also something that has to do with interacting with society. You know that if you're on an elevator, you shouldn't fart. And if you do by mistake, you know how you're gonna act. You're gonna act like it wasn't me. You're gonna try to get off the bitch as soon as possible. All of that.
That's disgusting.
Right. It's social convention is what it's called. People that have autism and different mental disabilities, that's the major thing that they miss, bro. It's social, it's how to interact with society. Anyway, back to the fucking movie. The movie talks about that. It's dope. And damn, Jamie Foxx acted the fuck out this movie.
I agree, man.
He's not
Jamie
going to
Foxx
get
was
no Oscar consideration
bullshit.
because it's on some Prime Video shit. But personally, this is one of the best movies since Ray that he's acted in.
And since you bring Ray up, was he really acting in Ray, or was he just kind of?
He had the voice. He was playing the piano. He was singing. That's a lot, bro. You got to do a lot of. You know, I mean, feeling.
But was he acting? What was he acting a fool, bro? Like, was it? It kind of just seemed like one big episode of In Living Color. No.
Nah, that's how Ray was. Like when if you watch the behind the scenes, Ray was acting like that nigga. Like that's how Ray Charles was. He was real happy go lucky, acting like he ain't, you know, popping heroin every now and then. You know what I mean? He was just mad happy and real shaky. So you know, he acted his ass off. He deserved that. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I mean, I guess so. I just, you know, I'm just really pissed off that he won. That's the movie he won it for. I always thought he should have won it for Booty Call. But hey, man, I don't make these decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Next. What's number two?
So, no, it's show number 3.
That was Mama number 3. Was that movie?
Oh, we had the same number 3?
Had the same number 3.
Yeah.
So,
okay, bet.
Wasn't he also in a Players Club?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
the stepdad,
DJ.
right? That ended up becoming the
DJ.
stepdad or whatever. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
he
guess so.
ended up
Yeah,
becoming
he
her
was.
husband. Yeah, they got married at the end of the movie. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, Courtney, me and Courtney watched Caught Up yesterday for the first time.
Did you? Yeah, did she like it?
She loved it.
See, I used to love that, man. I used to love like watching movies with Rose that she hadn't seen before. Like
It's
I
awesome.
remember we watched Good Burger, the first Good Burger one time, man, and I never forget that. I thought that was so hilarious because I'm like, you never seen this before,
I like doing
and
this too. You never seen this shit? Let me show you this.
yeah, yeah,
Only getting older, there's a bunch of shit that she just missed, and being in the projects, it's a bunch of shit she just missed. So in the hood,
yeah,
she ain't watched a lot of them hood movies, obviously, and stuff like that. I watched Caught Up when I was young, so
yeah, yeah.
that's one of my fucking favorite movies. So she had a ball. Anyway, let's go to our number two, big homie.
You
You
want me to go
first.
with my number two?
Yep.
Cool, bro. I got you. My number two is. Let me pull my list up. Um, Damn, bro. All right, my number two is gonna be the movie that we spoke about earlier, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Mm.
Um, I think that movie is it's extremely sad, bro. It's extremely sad. Because it wasn't what I thought it was about. I knew it was going to be like the killing of Native Americans and the stealing their land, and it turns out, spoiler alert, it turns out to be like they had got oil on their land. So I didn't know that it was going to be like, damn, they get married just to murder them. You know what I mean? So they could take the money. That was absolutely disgusting to me. Damn, I couldn't imagine doing that shit, bro. And it hit me even harder because I didn't know that that was what it was about. But yeah, that was a tough watch, man. I know that we talked about Sound of Freedom, but I kind of feel like Killers of the Flower Moon was a little bit tougher for me, and it was hard for me to even take Leo in that role because you would see like the dynamic he was in. It was like he wanted to do what the plan was and what the plan has always been, but you can also tell, it's stupid and crazy as it sounds, he started to find the love for his family within like this whole thing, and it took for stuff to happen in order for him to kind of go out on his own because he was just kind of like the dumb guy the whole time. You know what I mean? So it was yeah, man, it was a tough watch. It was a very easy 3.5 hour watch for me. I watched it the whole way through. I think I even watched it twice, kind of sort of in a way. Um, but yeah, man, it kind of felt like a modern day Goodfellas, but being told in the 1920s and with the Native Americans. And one more thing, and I'm gonna throw it to you, James. There, like an hour in the movie, there's this Native American guy. I don't know, he's the chief, or I don't know what they call him, but he goes off on his rant. They're all sitting around like in a tent or whatever, and he goes off on his rant. And bro, it feels like some Native American Martin Luther King shit, man. He's talking that talk, and I'll be damned if you couldn't feel what he was saying about his people. It could be directed towards your people as well. And I want to
Mhm.
say this as well. It goes to show, and I'm sorry, Phyllis, I know how you are about this, man, but it goes to show that every single time that there is a group of people, that there is a race of people that's minding their own damn business and getting their money and trying to build and trying to do their thing and not bothering anybody, there's always another group of people that always wants to come in and fuck it up or murder it still. Can you guess what those group of people are? I'm just really fucking sick of seeing that. And every time people are doing well, here comes this group of people that comes in and makes some elaborate plan to shoot and kill everybody so they can siphon the money from them and take it for themselves. Even though when they marry these ladies, they're already living high on the hog or their money. There's no reason to murder them. You have a piece, you have a chunk. So I'm sorry, Phyllis. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you.
Nah, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. It was really hard for me to get through that movie. I had skipped some parts. It was real fucked up. I didn't.
yeah.
I started watching it with Courtney, and when it first started, and I saw that they was like having the bread, and it said that these were the richest people on the planet. I
Hmm.
said, "Oh, I can't watch this shit. I can't watch this shit." It took me this morning to watch it because I knew it was on your list, so I didn't watch it really good, thoroughly. Let's say it like that. But I would say it like this: You're right. Every time that there's a group of people, indigenous, ethnic, whatever, there's always a group of white people that's coming in to steal motherfucking shit. If you don't
Yeah,
believe me and if you think that's racist, look in history.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is movie is told from a white man, Martin Scorsese.
yep.
I don't even know if he's had niggas in his movies like that.
Nah, not like
So
that. He had Samuel L. Jackson and Goodfellas.
you know what I'm
All I
saying?
can remember.
So what the fuck was he in Goodfellas? I don't even remember that shit.
He was the car driver. You remember the
The one that got smoked. Yeah, he got killed.
yeah, in the
Yeah,
back. Yeah,
he
yeah,
killed
yeah,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what see what I'm saying. So it's just like, come on, man. Like, I'm just saying, this Martin, good job for telling stories that we don't know. That's his superpower. People think his superpower make gangster shit. No, his
Yeah.
superpower is to tell you stories that you don't know nothing the fuck about.
Right.
He's really great at adapting any type of book. You give that motherfucker a book, he will make that motherfucker into a good movie, and everybody won't work with him. So Courtney, maybe we'll watch that shit, but when I watch it again with you, but that shit was sad, bro. It was
It
sick.
was sad.
It was sad
It
and
was
it was
sad.
sick. And that's the reason why I turned off Sound of Music or Sound of Freedom, whatever it's called. That
You know what?
shit
I started watching
sick.
Sound of Freedom. I think I watched maybe less than an hour of it, and it wasn't a bad movie, man. Like, it was very emotional, but I'd stopped watching it because I had to do something else. But it was actually a pretty good movie. I'm going to finish watching it.
I'm pretty sure it's a good movie, but the subject matter makes you want fucking
Yeah.
kill motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Courtney said, nope, she don't want to watch none of it.
I understand.
We already know.
No, but-
We know. And I know, Courtney, so I'll tell you more about it. But I know. We know exactly what's going on. I'm glad that these stories are now getting told. But it's fucked up that they're going to take this white dude to do it because they know Indians couldn't get $300 million to go film that shit.
Right.
I don't even know if there's any Indians left.
Did you happen to see the comparison between that and Goodfellas, with Killers of the Flower Moon and Goodfellas? So in Goodfellas, you remember when they did the Lufthansa heist, and they got all the money, but Robert De Niro was like, "Yo,
I'm killing motherfuckers because y'all keep talking." Yeah, niggas buying.
Yeah. Don't buy shit." Fucking Samuel L. Jackson forgot to hide the truck or something like that, so they had to blow his brains out, and he just had to kill everybody 101. That's what they was doing. Spoiler alert, excuse me. Like the same thing started happening in Killers of the Flower Moon. He's like, "Hey,
everybody.
You might want to get out of here. The police are coming." And every time they say the police are coming after him, nigga, it's done for you, son.
Yep.
It's done.
It's over.
And the whole fucking town, bro. The whole town was in on it, man. The doctors, the fucking undertakers, the grave. I'm like, yo, come on. This is sick. It was absolutely disgusting, man.
They thought that those people were less than mentally. They thought that they got lucky, and they said, we're going to take this shit. And that's the same thing that happens all the time. So this is the reason why motherfuckers be acting like they sovereign citizens and all that weirdo shit. Because when you do this shit to people, it causes these type of problems. But let's go ahead and move on. It's a real fucked up movie, and people out here are fucked up. But my number 2 isn't that movie. My number 2 was very hard. Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
My number 2 is Talk to Me.
Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, let's talk. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why I like it, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You say why you like it, and I'm gonna say why it was stupid. Go ahead. Let's. Rita, he doing it to me again, man. Hey, this how he treat me. Hey, yo. Go ahead and talk about it, because I got some shit to say about this shit.
Okay. Well, tell me how you feel. So, God damn, I love that fucking movie, man. I thought it was gonna be good because it's A24 movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Either that or Neon. I can't remember which one. I think it's A24. I love the concept of the movie when it comes to death. And my favorite part of the movie, which is crazy, is the end. The end is so fucking crazy.
It's okay.
But this is what happens when you this is, to me, a movie that was written. I don't know who wrote it, but it seemed like a movie that was written by like somebody's grandma. And somebody's grandma was like, yo, this is the reason why you don't fuck around with shit that got nothing to do with you. Like voodoo. Not voodoo. I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. Not like tarot cards, Ouija boards, fucking frankincense and shit and sage. This is what this is basically what they was telling you. And I'm gonna steal this from Big Homie Wayne. Big Homie Wayne,
man, don't steal my shit, dog.
I'm telling you, I have to, because when you said it, it made me say like he's right, which I don't like to say, but he said that this is the reason why you don't hang around a whole bunch of white folk. And personally,
that's why.
I didn't think that. When I heard
that's why I don't look. I tell people to watch the movie first, and then I'll tell you what I didn't like about it. Listen, bro, It was not a bad movie. Let me see that. As for a horror movie,
No,
fuck a horror movie. It was a good movie.
good movie.
The minute I started, every once in a while, I'll watch a movie and like I can't enjoy it because something happens, right? I
Like, this
remember
ain't no way
when,
this happened.
yeah, not even that, because I can suspend disbelief. I'm a wrestling fan, bro. Like I know what's real and what isn't, and that's fine with me. My thing is like when something enters my mind, I can't enjoy it. And I'm watching this before I even get like half an hour in, and they start doing this shit. I'm like, this is why you don't hang out with nothing but white people. This is why you need black friends, bro. Check it. It's like, spoiler alert for the people who haven't seen it. It's like they have the hand, right? And you touch the hand and you say, talk to me. And instantly, you see like the ghost or the demon or whatever the hell it is, the dead person. You like, talk to me. And it's like, bam, right there. And you're like, oh, and you let go. And everybody's like, no, keep going. You got to keep going. Nigga, fuck you. I just saw a dead person in front of me. I agree with you. I hear you. I understand that this is how it works. Okay, I believe you now. I believe that this is what it is. No, you got to keep going. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep, you got to touch it and go further. And they're like, oh, God. And oh, I don't get it. Yo, you hang out with black folks. You go smoke. You go drink. You go eat. Same shit we always do. Go talk about old times. You hang out with white folks, you gotta play with Ouija boards. You gotta bring the dead back to life. You gotta do all this weird shit, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, why can't we just drink and smoke? Let's drink and smoke. And they're like, no, hey, Trevor, bring the Ouija board down. Let's have some fun. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? I couldn't even enjoy that movie anymore. And it's not a bad movie, but are you kidding me, bro? Touch it. Oh, man, this is so fun. And then when they get out of it, they're all like, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm like, yo, y'all kidding me, bro? Just go smoke some weed and watch Netflix. This is crazy, bro. I don't look. If y'all enjoyed that movie, fine. But I'm telling you, man, it's absolutely. That's why I don't like saying what I didn't like about that movie. I don't want to ruin it for someone else. But fuck that, man. Are you kidding me? Get out of here, bro.
It's such a good horror movie, and I hope they make a part 2. Even though the ending is quite, definite. Like, it's over, motherfucker. Like, yeah, somebody's gone. You heard me? But yeah, it was. I had expectations for that movie. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. But I already knew that you was gonna be hating on my choice, and I don't follow the rules well. So I did have another one. So my other second favorite movie, because I really couldn't choose between them, was called No One Will Save You.
Okay, now let's stop. Let's stop on that right there. Because I want to talk about that one, and I want to go in depth on that. Like, that's gonna be mad spoiler.
Yeah. Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
All right.
So let's wait to talk about that. Let's go ahead. Right. I'm gonna keep your number 2 at Talk to Me.
All right, and we'll go to your number 1.
Number 1. Go to number 1? So you want to go to my number 1?
Yes, sir.
So my number 1 is No One Will Save You.
Get the fuck out of here, for real.
Yes, that is
wow.
That is my number 1 movie of the year. No other movie pulled me in.
Yeah.
Like No One Will Save You. Like, again, I watched No One Will Save You twice. I watched it once and I'm just like, yo. And then I started thinking about it and I'm just like,
suggested it to you, right?
Yeah, you suggested it to me. I never would have watched it. But yeah, I would never sleep on another Hulu movie again, man. Hulu does this thing.
Hulu be fucking some shit up.
I'm telling you, that movie was incredible to me. It wasn't just about it being no talking parts in it. It wasn't just about it being an alien invasion. Everything to me was perfect. The story of it was absolutely perfect. And my interpretation that I feel is perfect. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit, if you don't mind. This is a big spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. So it's a big alien invasion movie. It's this one girl. She's in a house by herself. She, just you same pretty little white girl. She listens to her music. She likes to make her own clothes, all that stuff. And she likes to cook. And then these aliens just come out of nowhere, out of the sky, and just start terrorizing her. And she has to try to defend herself,
She can rock.
She does.
Can rumble, nigga.
I want to go back. I want to go back to the alien invasion a little later, because I want to say this real quick. She did everything that you were supposed to do right. She did everything right.
She's half black.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
She ain't make me scream at the TV one time. She was
Yes.
rocking, nigga.
I cheered. I cheered. I was like, let's go. She did what she was supposed to do, bro.
Oh boy.
Now let me get to the meaning of this movie. Let me say this, okay? Spoiler alert. And James, I'm saying spoiler because I know you watched it and I want to break it down to you and see how you feel about it.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, it was found out that
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. At the end of the movie, it was found out that when they were younger, her and her friend got into a little argument and her friend pushed her down and she picked up a rock and she swung and hit her friend and it made her friend die. Right. So that's something, I guess she was away, maybe in jail, maybe in juvie or whatever for a while. And she got the house she's living in. People are calling her saying, you stupid bitch. And she's hanging up the phone because she knows what it is. She has to live in this town where everyone knows what she's doing. On top of that, the girl's father that she killed is like the sheriff or the big police guy in the town, right? Anyway, she gets back home and these aliens start invading her. Everywhere she goes, she has like these aliens following her. Everybody has an alien, like this little thing that's in their neck that shows that they're an alien. James, I want to say this to you, bro. This is how I think of the movie. I think every alien invasion in the movie was just an elaborate, creative way to say whatever issue you're going through in life, whatever ailment you're going through in life, whatever mental, stoppage or disability or anything, grief that you're going through in life, you have to go through it. You have to go through it to get somewhere, And I'll say this, y'all don't laugh at me, but when Malcolm was younger, we used to watch like these little baby bum and movie shows like that. Excuse me. Excuse me. I apologize. Thank you. And they had this little song where it goes, can't go around it, can't go under it, can't go over it, gotta go through it. And that's my thing about that movie. Whatever you're going through, you gotta go through it. Just like when she was on that bus, she was trying to run away from everybody and she couldn't. And it just came right back around to that church where she was like, oh, wait, this is where my friend is buried. So now I got to open these wounds again, But every alien invasion, I think, was actually a human invasion. So I think that, like I said, alien's just an elaborate way to tell the story. But I think that every alien invasion was her being attacked by somebody in the town. So in the beginning, when she was attacked by those aliens, I think that was people like trying to kill her or rob her or trying to scare her, and she ended up killing someone, right? My favorite part in that movie is on the bus, right? I think that, here's my thing what I think. Every alien, if you're an alien in that movie, you either know what she's done and you don't care, or you know what she's done and you hate her. The people who weren't an alien in that movie is never going to forgive her for what she did.
Right.
And for me, there were only three people. It was the mother and the father, because the mother spit on her in the remember in the police station.
Yeah.
They're never going to forgive her. And on the bus, this is my favorite scene. She was on the bus trying to run away. And the person jumped over the seats trying to attack her. It was an alien, had one of those things in the neck. And she got knocked out. She tried to run away and she got knocked down. And one of the people tried to help her up. I think that was one of the people who wasn't an alien yet, that did not know what she had done. They were trying to help her. And then another alien had come and tried to attack her as well. I think those aliens were more of human attacks, like verbal attacks. Like, I think it was more along the lines of, hey, you're that girl. You're that girl that killed that girl all those years ago. What are you doing here? We don't want you in our town. Get out of here. And she tries to like run away and get back. And there's somebody else on the bus is like, yeah, that's her. Get out of here. We don't want you here. And she runs off the bus. And that's how all this other shit gets started. I think that at the end, once the aliens find out that, she's not going to be a threat because everything that she had been through was like, she's not going to be a threat to us. She's been through enough. Just let her live amongst the aliens. I don't think anybody is an alien. I think that they're all people who knows what she's done and knows who she is. And they've decided to like give her a shot. Let her live her life. Because at the end, she likes to dance. So she goes dancing. And I think she's dancing with people who are like, yo, let's stop getting mad at this girl. Let's like acclimate her to society. And, she's still going to be looked at differently. She's still going to get those calls. She's still going to get people that hate her, but she still has to live her life. And if you notice at the end of the movie, it kind of veers up and it shows like all these spaceships and different houses, you know, changing everybody into aliens. I took that as a metaphor for saying whatever it is that you're going through in life, even though you got to go through it, even though you got to make yourself happy, whatever it is, it's always going to be hovering over you. It's always going to be there. There's nothing you could do to stop that from being right there, from people from judging you. It's always going to be there, but you have to go through it. You can't go around it. You can't go above it. You got to go through it. And that's what she did. She decided to stay there, stick with it. The people that are going to like her and rock with her, go like her and rock with her, and people go hate her, but she go live her life. I thought that was an absolutely incredible movie, brother.
Yeah. I like the movie, even just looking at it from face value. I think that you did an excellent
the alien
job
invasions work. Yes.
breaking it down, you know what I'm saying, to the symbolic nature of the movie. And I can agree with a lot of those parts, certainly with the go through in it. That's the reason why she having flashbacks of everything that was going on. That's the reason why they was showing like she was very hated in town. And I think that was also the reason why she didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so much trauma from that event that it took her voice. And that can happen to children. And, you know, if you don't get that shit corrected, it can continue to stay with you throughout your entire life. I thought that the movie was badass. It was a dope action movie. She was kicking ass the whole movie. It was one of my favorite alien invasion movies. I feel like the older I get, the less I like disaster movies to be like focused on the whole world. I like for it just to be a singular person or a couple people. To me, it always makes it a better thing because you can see the world through a few people's eyes. And I felt like I saw her entire world through her eyes. And I'm going to take it from the face value of an alien invasion. The ending is my favorite part when I think like she's dancing and she turns around, look at the camera and the pain and happiness in her face because she knows that this is not real.
Yeah.
Because they're all, you know, aliens now.
Right.
They're all, you know, on some body snatcher shit. But she still was happy because someone to interact. And I think that when the aliens took her up, they saw she had so much pain, but so much tenacity that she would not stop no matter what the fuck they did. They was like, yo, we put an alien in her, she gonna spit it out.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna kill her for what? Let's just make her happy and she gonna leave us the fuck alone. And that's exactly what they did. They said, give her a little town. She could run this shit. We don't give a fuck. Let her go. Because I know this is crazy, but they would take her and bring her to another planet. And be like, yo, go fuck these people.
Yeah,
up.
word.
She's raw. That was an amazing movie.
Agreed.
It was an amazing movie. If you haven't watched it yet, guys, please watch it. No one will save you. You can find it on the bootleg websites, but it's on Hulu as well. It's extremely underrated. And scary too, you know, some scary shit in it, some jump scares.
And the alien invasion was done very well. Those are some different looking aliens, you know.
This is
like I said, man, she did everything she was supposed to do right, man.
This is the reason why, big homie Wayne, people will not agree with you when it comes to the Flash. Because this movie was made for, I don't know, my $20 million, $30 million. This is a Hulu movie, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Couple million. You know, that's a lot of bread for us, but in terms of movies, that ain't shit. That's nothing. Right. Flash was 300 million. That's how much it cost to make the fucking Flash.
Yeah.
This movie cost $30 million tops. Right? And the CGI was better.
Well, how much of that, this may sound stupid. I know a lot of it was CGI and no one will save you, but they more than likely had to read or construct those figures in the first place. You know what I mean? And I think for it to cost 300 million, for it to be 300 million, I think that means that CGI costs more.
The CGI costs more, but the thing is, when you're a big movie studio house, they are pressing these people to get it done so fast that they're not thinking about the quality. That's the problem. Okay. You're thinking about the quantity, not the quality. When you're making low budget movies like that, you really thinking about the quality because you got to make motherfuckers like this shit. Then you can make 100 of them. You feel me? That's the problem. Like that's what the whole writer's strike was about this year. Was they not giving motherfuckers time to do their work and they keep putting more demands on. That's the reason why that shit looked like trash. And this movie that was called Made Nothing, these aliens look real as shit. These motherfuckers are sweating and everything. What the fuck is that even possible, nigga? They ain't cheap, nigga. These niggas.
And also, the people who made No One Will Save You, they hungry.
as a motherfucker. That's another
Yeah.
thing. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You got the big conglomerate versus these small
Mhm.
people, small houses. This is still a Fox spotlight movie now. So
Right.
these ain't no
Right.
motherfucking, you know what I mean? They ain't poor, but it's small time. Amazing movie. Big Homie Wayne,
Yes.
that's a great choice for your number one, but it's not
Yeah,
my
man.
number one.
Thanks.
My
Yeah.
number one
What you
was
got for your number one, man?
my
I'm
number
glad
one.
it's not Talk to Me.
Yeah. My number one is Oppenheimer.
Okay. I got you. I got
So
you. Go ahead.
if you haven't seen Oppenheimer, I would definitely suggest you watch it. At first, I didn't watch it certainly when it first came out because, for one, I don't know about y'all, but I gotta go to the bathroom a lot, so I'm not watching a 3 hour movie. Certainly, if it's not no Marvels doing something, Marvels, I
Mhm.
can sit there and just say fuck it. But these niggas, a movie about talking and talking about bombs, I
Mhm.
ain't doing it. I'm doing that at the house. You heard me? So we watched the movie, at the house, and fastest 3 hours I ever spent probably in my
Mhm.
life. And it's not about bombs. The movie is not about the atomic bomb. The movie's about a scientist named Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And the movie really is about power, and not to the fact that you can wield ultimate power and change the world, which, it has those pretenses to it, obviously. It's talking about the fucking atom bomb and
Mhm.
how, they blew up Hiroshima and they landed another one on Nagasaki. It's not talking about that. It's not really about that. It's about the fact of power when it comes to political power in America, and how that shit is wielded, and how you can be used as a pawn for power to
Yeah.
either obtain it, to have this public image, or to use it to criticize you after you've done so much, because you
Mhm.
might not align to like the Republican Party or the Liberal Party, or you might be a communist, or you might be a socialist. It really connected to what we're going through now and what I think we're going to go through in 2024. And I really loved how the story was told in a non-linear way, where you're going in the past, in the future, in the past, in the future, in the present,
Mhm.
further in the past, and you're telling a beautiful story about a man's life and how his decisions that he made and what he was able to create had an adverse effect on the world, but also had a
Mhm.
positive effect because it might have saved the world.
Yeah.
Because if the technology was this close to being developed by another country, and if it was, this world would be very different, and we would be speaking German in this bitch and probably Japanese.
Mhm.
So really good story, dope visuals were boss. Soundtrack was fucking phenomenal. An amazing movie. Definitely was an enjoyment. Some shit that you don't get a lot in this world when it comes to cinema. So
Mhm.
that was my number one movie of the year. It's a movie that I need to watch again because it doesn't feel like 3 hours. And it was just a dope story.
Yeah.
Really, really, really enjoyed it.
So, yeah, let me ask you about one thing I will say about Oppenheimer. It's like there's no dead moments. Like it's a 3 hour long movie, but I mean every moment means something. Every minute means something. There's no like dead. It's like when you made your last album, you was like, yo, there's no dead lines. There's no, everything means something. I felt that way with Oppenheimer too.
Yep.
My thing with that is, do you think you said like it was visually stunning? Everyone keeps saying that. Do you think that the visually stunning is a bit contrived in the movie?
Ooh.
Because there's a scene where it's like they're talking to each other and they're on top of a mountain and they're just looking. Her hair is flowing wistfully through the left side, and it's the beautiful mountains and everything. And he grabs her and brings her in, and they kiss, and the camera pans out and shows all this. Like, I mean, I get it, but a lot of it was just kind of like, oh, okay, you nigga, you going for the best lighting, okay? But some of that would kind of take me out of it a little bit. I can see how, but I understand it's a movie as well.
I mean, I thought the
But
cinematography was perfect. It's
mm,
very hard to be able to color grade shit, certainly when you're dealing with the desert and things of that nature. And the way that it looked grainy and fucked up at the right times.
yes,
He used black
yeah,
and white perfectly when it needed to be used. Everyone looked like shit. Like
yeah.
nobody had on. They had motherfuckers straight up out here from the streets. Like it was, to me, that is very rare to do.
Mhm.
Very rare to do. and it takes a lot of work to be able to frame things the way they did in that movie. And it was weird. Like they could use like a very wide, landscape that's showing the whole landscape of the desert, but it still feels like you're focusing on one person. And as a person that's like really amateur in my trying to do film type of shit, that ain't easy. It sucks. Me just doing music videos, you gonna fuck some shit up. So I do feel I have an appreciation for it. And that's what I mean. It's a good story. It's entertaining. But then it's like, oh, technically it's one of the best stories ever. The only drawback is, and I know this is his style, is that sometimes you can't hear what the fuck motherfuckers are talking about.
Yes.
He don't believe in
had on closed caption.
Yeah, because you can't hear some, but sometimes he makes you feel like you're in the audience, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Because as I said earlier, you always want to have a member of the audience represented in a movie. He makes you feel like you in the audience and watching it from like you're just like you're there, but you're just watching it as like that person that's a little bit further. And you're not as close. You're not privy to everything. You just can assume what's going on. And I think that's an art because you having to do that takes balls, bro. Pause to be able to fucking do that. Because a lot of motherfuckers want to let you hear everything. They want you to hear every bar. They want you to hear every word. Sometimes, back to Harden, sometimes it's better if you don't hear everything I'm saying.
I got you.
Unless I want you to hear something in particular.
And one might say, why make it in the first place?
Yes. If you don't but the story, if it's a good story, everything will always, be secondary. If it's a good story. Courtney is on the road right now, but she told me that we should basically call this the end of year spoiler jam. That's what she said.
Yeah.
All right, big homie.
We did a lot,
right,
man.
So let's move on to and I know we're getting late in the hour. Niggas gotta go to work and get stuff before they shut down everything tomorrow for New Year's. But let's go ahead and move on to our top 5 moments of the year. Like we said, we usually do music, but we said fuck that this year. We wanted to do moments. So I'm gonna kind of speed through this a little faster, big homie, if you don't mind. But let's go ahead and start with number 5. What was your number 5 moment of this year? All the crazy shit that happened.
My number 5 moment of this year is Megan Thee Stallion won the case. Didn't see that coming, but I'm very but I'm very happy, man, because he was made an example, and sometimes we need someone to be made an example of. I think Hyde from Danny Masterson, I think his name is, from that 70s show. He just went to jail for like 30 years. I think they made an example out of him.
Prison.
Yeah. So I feel like, Tory Lanez getting, I don't think he's going to stay in that a full time, but nonetheless, like, I do think he has something to do with it. I do think he did it. And, I don't care what anybody on social media say. There's always a bunch of men. It's weird, bro. I think men are kind of low-key gay and don't even know it. They'll just jump on a man and be like, yo, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I'm like, yo, the evidence proves that he did it. I don't care like he paid somebody to not say.
We still are in that. We're still in that thing like that. Female women's hater club from the Little Rascals, where it's just like men versus women. It's always still going. It's always going to be that because different genders, we're very different. Whatever gender you choose, we're different type of traits, right? Different type of personality traits. And I feel like it's always going to be that. If men feel like they're being destroyed or, they're being, demonized or they're being emasculated, they're going to rise up. And women, they're going to do the same thing because that's why we had the female, empowerment movement. So there's always going to be shit like that. It's never going to be balanced. But I feel where you're coming from. Men dick riding for other men is weird. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to say it. Unless you, certainly if you don't know the nigga. Like, if it's you, I'm a cake for you because you my homie, pause. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a motherfucker I never met, don't know just because he do music, hey, fuck him in his life. What fuck is going on?
Right.
I can't fuck about that nigga, man.
His music ain't that good, bro. Come on, man.
Boy, dude got some heaters. That boy makes
he got like one song I like, but that main song
made a whole album getting a massage on the couch. Or not an album, but like a couple songs or whatever. That boy can. That boy's nasty with it. But at the same time, you can't be going around shooting people. So yeah, that's a good number 5. I forgot about that shit. I ain't forget about it, but I ain't counting.
Yeah, make the list. Yeah, what you got for number 5?
So my number 5 is This is the best year of boxing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It has been
Everybody
a good year,
and their mom fought. Besides Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury fought Ngannou.
Yeah.
What?
And beat him.
Well, Ngannou beat Tyson Fury, but they gave Tyson Fury the win, but that's political. But he knocked Tyson Fury down. Yeah. A UFC dude from Africa that never boxed. We're in Weirdo Town. Gervonta Davis. Yo, that is some Thunder Lips versus fucking Rocky type shit, bro. Am I not tripping? That's Thunder Lips versus Rocky. That's the only time we ever seen it. Like, for real, that's some old, like, you don't ever see like those matches of the century. You know what I mean? And that lets you know the money that they have in Saudi Arabia is real deal Holyfield. They in the gazillions. They don't got no fucking trillions. Because there's no way you can just put shit like that together, bro. They had Lil Baby up in there performing.
Yeah.
It was weird. Anyway, you had Davis versus Garcia. That started off the craziness this year. You know what I'm saying? You have Rolly Romero. He fighting his old motherfucker, almost getting fucking knocked out. He keeping his title, though. You, of course, had Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence, which is a fight that
I forgot about that.
I have not watched that fight since. And you remember, y'all predicted that Crawford was going to win. We talked about it on the live stream. I ain't think he was going to whip his motherfucking ass for no reason. It was bad. Like people thought this motherfucker had a mental health crisis. People thought that he thought this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He lost his step. People thought he had too many concussions. When people start making excuses for you like that, that's a problem, bro.
Saying, he was in a car accident and maybe he should quit. And you
got fucked people. Stephen A. Smith said that motherfucker should retire. God,
that's how bad the fight was. Word. Like Mike Tyson, Tyson beat Holyfield's ear off. They weren't like that. He needs to retire. They were like, "Yo, you're crazy." Yeah,
crazy.
This dude got his ass whooped so much, and like, "Hey, bro, you need to wrap it up."
It's so bad. Motherfuckers. Supposedly, motherfuckers in his team is telling him, "Please don't go for that rematch."
Wow.
So this year, Deontay Wilder needs to retire.
Yeah,
he got fucked up that fight. He was on that ayahuasca real bad. It was the best year of boxing. I don't give a fuck. I've enjoyed it. I hope next year is like that. I heard that we're gonna get it was so good. It's niggas I'm forgetting right now because I'm on the spot. I'm forgetting so many boxers. That young boy he just fought. Damn, he beat up fucking the Rougarou. We just talked about that fight. Devin Haney. Okay. Devin Haney whipped Rougarou's ass. Like, it was the best year of boxing ever. Everything can be found on YouTube or on DAZN. Definitely check it out because this shit was incredible. And I hope next year is the same way. But Showtime is out of boxing. HBO is out of boxing. Yes, and Showtime had their last fight with Bam Bam. Rodriguez fought. So, I mean, even Inoue just fought and just became like a 4-time division champion. He just went up and fucking weight. He at 122 now. That's that Japanese motherfucker called a monster. That motherfucker's crazy. Yo, he knocked everybody out. Like, there is some insane fights. But boxing about to be on Amazon Prime.
It should be. I think this is the best time for HBO to get it back, especially with Max.
I totally agree with you. But supposedly Netflix is trying to get boxing. So boxing is about to be streaming. So it's gonna be weird, bro. Yeah. But there's dope shit on YouTube. So anyway, I know I went too long about boxing, but it's the best year in boxing that I've ever seen. So yeah. All right, bro. Your number 4 moment of the year.
So my number 4 moment, I was gonna say Keke Palmer, but fuck her. Fuck her.
With the dress or the recording of the talking to her dad or her mom.
I didn't hear the recording of her talking to her mom. I'm just talking about the whole beginning of the whole dress shit, all that.
The whole dress shit, yeah.
Yeah, so no, I'm not going to give her any clout. So what I'm going to say is number 4 moment, if you want to call it a moment, is the start of the slow and methodical ascent of AI's world domination. Because it's coming. And this is it. We're getting close to the iRobot. That's enough, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Damn, man. My bad. But yeah, that's the
close to the iRobot. We are. Tesla just came out with their robotics. I don't know if you've seen it, big homie.
Uh-uh.
But woo, that shit look just like iRobot.
Really?
Yeah. Go ahead.
See,
My fault.
that's horrifying. No, it's fine. That's horrifying. But yes, look, I mean, here we go. iRobot, Wally. We're getting closer and closer to us not doing anything. You
Wait,
know what I mean?
what's the one that was in that 80s movie? The one that had the wheels and was walking like this, had like the square head.
Oh, Short Circuit.
Yeah, Short Circuit. That's
Johnny Five.
Yeah,
Johnny Five, J5. Yeah.
J5.
Yeah. Stupid.
I want
But yeah,
Johnny 5,
man.
bro. They had to
That's
do
what
Johnny
we
5 like
are.
that. Nigga,
Yo,
Johnny
we
5,
don't.
that movie made me cry when I was little. They had to do
No,
Johnny 5
yeah.
like that.
Hey,
Pussy
man.
ass motherfuckers.
But you know, even worse than that was J5 and Blank Man. You didn't have to kill him in that either, though.
Why they
No.
do that? Why
Hey, man. Hey, man. You know.
He said J5. He shot that nigga.
No! J5. That's another great movie. Blank Man. If I haven't watched that yet, Blank Man. Black Panther has nothing on Blank Man, but go ahead, dog.
Meteor Man. Sorry, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's just number
no,
4.
that's it. Yeah. AI is about to take over.
And
Even Fearless is using it. We don't have to write papers anymore. We can have it write for us. We can have it speak for us. Like, bro, we are about to come obsolete. That's it.
I feel bad for y'all that are not in the tech world. I am. Y'all niggas better get on. It's about to be. If you are working in a restaurant, if you are working front desk, if you work in customer service, if you're working chat bots where you responding to people online, if you're doing anything like that, your job is about to be gone in at least in the next 5 years. Please upskill yourself. Learn this shit because this shit is not stopping. Microsoft got it. Apple got one now. Google got one now. ChatGPT is there. Learn.
Yeah.
Because the motherfuckers that did not want to start getting on planes and wanted to invest in trains, those niggas is broke. You heard me?
Yeah.
Learn it. Learn it. Because it's gonna come. Pause. Yeah, it's already here, bro. And it's bigger than what you think it is. And it's controlling more shit than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice just hit 100,000 plays. 96,000 of those plays came because I hyped it. I gave him my script and gave him my song and stuff. Hyped it, took that, and every time someone clicked on an ad or didn't click on the ad when they showed it, they updated the algorithm for the ad and changed certain things so people can make it be more attractive to humans. That's AI technology, bro. So it makes my click rate lower. So instead of having a $2 click rate, it's 18 cents. That's AI.
Yeah.
Learn this shit. All right. And that's all I'm gonna say for my number 1 too. You better learn this shit because shit's here. All right. So damn, my number 4 was the spy balloon. Y'all forgot about the spy balloons? The Chinese spy balloons? Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah. They came out of nowhere.
Yeah, those just came and went. The fuck happened to the balloon? Remember, people thought they was UFOs. I trust me, I had to look it up. I looked up the top 10 things that happened this year, and that was one of them, spy balloons. I thought the spy balloons was funny and cool, and I thought it was comical because X, Twitter, whatever, made that shit into some hilarious shit. But if China is using spy balloons to spy on us, we win it. Let's go to number 3.
Well, I don't know, man. Let me say this real quick. I will say one of my favorite movie sites went down, and I have to think that it's because some Chinese influence. The one that we watch. I don't want to give it away, but I got another one if you need another one.
I just watched that shit today,
and it worked.
Yeah, that's why I was Flower Moon on it and fucking Iron Call.
Damn. Okay, I gotta go check and see that, man. Mine hadn't been working all week. But number 3. I got one that not matches, but it's better than yours. My number 3 is, do you remember the Titan submarine implosion? About the rich people that went in the submarine and wanted to go all the way down to see the Titanic.
Yeah, I remember that. That was this year. Damn, them people sure did blow up. Heard us looking for them.
Yeah, they did. And then like little pieces started scurrying up, and they barely had a chance. Damn.
Then they said,
and that little kid didn't want to go.
Damn.
No, I don't think from what they explained is the lower they went, it didn't take long. Like the whole thing just kind of, I saw like this is on Reddit, so take it for what it's worth. They showed just like a little image, a little cartoon of what it could have done. And when it was just the lower it went, it just blew up like this. So it was quick as hell, man. It was very quick.
It was instantaneous. They were in and out. You know what I'm saying? But
can we talk about the video game controller?
About that shit.
A PS2 controller, they were good. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this. The thing that came out of that for me, which made a top 5 moment, is that just like always, somebody had warned them like a year ago that this shit was gonna fucking blow up, and they still went and did it. Somebody told them though, like, yo, this is not good. We got problems.
Yeah.
Of course, fuck the problems. That's rich people. Go ahead, let them have a ball. All right, my number 3 is Jada Smith being the worst wife in history. Jesus Christ, this lady sucks, bro. She wrote a book about a fucked up marriage and her awakening these nuts, and then she gonna tell whoever, Oprah's best friend, that they've been separated since 1999, and you gonna like with every like you destroyed this man,
yes,
in our eyes as black men. He's a fucking simp.
Now and stop with the simp. Let's go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
August Alsina was ramming. You feel me? August Alsina was destroying that. We found that out 2 years ago. She said that when he slapped Chris Rock, she was like, I'm surprised he said, don't talk about my wife. I'm not his wife. Why are you there then, you crazy? All right. Black Hollywood is weird. It's weird. They're weirdos. That's all I got to say about that. Nutballs. Cuckoo.
And what I want to say is, I guess I just love Will Smith so much, man. I don't want to see him as a simp. I see him as somebody who's in love. Like, he loves his family. He's a black man. Excuse me. He's a black man who loves his family. You know what I mean?
The fucking robot. The fucking robot, John. He told that nigga, you better eat this. You better hold his power, wear it. Like, that's who I remember.
Right.
Right. That's Ali. Now, every time I see him, I see
that nigga defeated the aliens. You know what I mean? But he can't make this one love him. And the only reason is the money. She's living high on the hog, man.
She's in love with Tupac. She needs to
come on. He's dead. Yeah. She need to go. Listen, real quick. Hey, Felix, get this. She loved Tupac so much. She need to go and salt burn that nigga.
Word.
You know what I'm talking about.
How about that?
If y'all ain't seen Saltburn yet, go watch Saltburn on Amazon, and y'all get what I'm trying to say.
It's not in my top 5 movies, but it's definitely an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
A weird experience. I would suggest that if you watch that, don't say that we suggested to you. I don't want to be known with that tomfoolery. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2, man. You know what my number 2 is, bro. Finding out that Dwight Howard is gay. Yo, man. Dwight Howard.
Where is Dante when you need him?
He loves the men's. Dwight Howard loves the men's. Okay. Yo, man, this dude invited somebody over, hit him in the closet, fucking said, hey, it's okay. It's you'll be okay with this. Yo, man, how you gonna make somebody do something they don't want to do and then get mad and be like, it's my meat, pause, I can do what I want to do with it? You can, but we gonna talk about you for it too, though.
Please, Dwight Howard, don't start a podcast.
Come on, dog. Don't.
Please.
Don't. Unless it's gonna be an LGBTQ podcast, man. If you're gonna do it, run with it. Run with it.
Let's go do an episode with the read or some shit.
Yeah.
Don't. And we've been new.
Yeah.
I knew since he went
the first report.
No,
see, I thought it was with the Hawks when he came to Atlanta and got turned out.
He's from there. He's the
right, you told me that before.
Yeah,
you told me that before. Yeah.
20 miles on Old Nat. He just likes it all. Short, fast, skinny, and tall, and also, balls. So, yeah, that was, to me, it wasn't a revelation. So it's not even my top 5, but I will say that it was his response to it. To me, is top 5. You got, because his response is like, hey, I do what I want to do. Why you worry about me?
Word.
That's how
that means it's true. That means it's true, Dwight.
That's how you know you're getting broke. You don't got no PR team to come and jump on you. Be like, oh. Like, if you have a PR team, they're gonna be like, don't say shit, motherfucker. Yeah. First of all, don't say shit. How about that, nigga? So yeah. All right. So that was your number 2.
That was my number 2.
I'm bugging. My number 2 is the war, nigga. The wars.
Wars, yes.
Yeah, that's not number 2. And the fact that we got people that's homeless over here, but we're giving billions of dollars over there. Now,
look, we got enough. We got enough for both. Let's stop saying that.
well,
I
we
really
need to
wish
go
we
ahead and
stopped
put
saying
some
that.
money
I
in the
agree.
street.
I agree. I agree. We do. So let's talk about putting more money into the streets and the people who need it.
Right.
Instead of saying like that's people who we do. We have enough for both. We do.
We have enough for fucking both. You ain't lying. Because we get trillion out of whatever and this and that. Look, I think I support the war on both fronts, to be quite honest with you. I support Ukraine because you got to stop Russia from doing whatever the fuck they doing. But the fact that these motherfuckers, the war is on Twitter, to me is extremely crazy. And you can see motherfuckers. I watched tankers get blown up. I seen cruise missiles blow up buildings like with people in it. It's just on Twitter. Damn, Elon, you don't give a fuck. And then I'm not trying to be funny because I know a lot of people die, but this is, to me, I'm sorry. It's my morbid shit, but this made me laugh, and I apologize for this. But these niggas was parasailing from Pakistan or wherever from Persia or wherever to Israel with guns, parasailing and landing on their feet, and then starting shooting people in the street.
Damn.
Parasailing. You know, you jump off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to run and start, and you jump
glide.
off.
Yeah. I feel it. Yeah.
Like this is, I don't know what year the fuck these niggas think it is. These niggas came in U-Haul trucks, Penske trucks, and started fucking up shit in Israel. Israel's response was, "We ain't stopping. We blowing up churches, mosques, and hospitals." And they did a cease to release their hostages for 3 days, and that ever since that they just killed 25 people in like 2 hours, like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
they are killing anything that moves because their president Netanyahu is Trump over there. So there you go. The war to me is crazy. So what's your number one, man?
My number one is something I think we all forgot about. And
shit, I can't
and
wait.
It happened within the past couple of days. In the first couple of days of the years when this happens, man. And there's so many things happens that we forgot. I forgot that this happened this year.
Oh yeah, tell me.
But it's Damar Hamlin and him getting him having cardiac arrest on the field.
He died this year?
No, not died, nigga. You remember when he had the cardiac arrest on the field? Well, okay, fine. See, you always do that. You know what I mean.
Courtney did the same. Me and Courtney had the same argument earlier.
Come on, man.
We had the same argument yesterday. I said he died, and she said that nigga's alive. I said yes, but he did die.
Don't do that, man. You know what we mean. But yes, that did happen like January 2nd, I think.
He's a zombie. Yeah.
Damn,
that was a good one, man. January 2nd. And you know what's crazy? He still ain't gonna win comeback player of the year. They're gonna give the Joe Flacco.
Damn. Did you see that nigga? Joe Flacco?
Congrats.
Yo,
yes, thank you. I hope to get that nigga a 100-year contract. Take your old ass out there and throw that ball, motherfucker. Then go drop the kids off. Did you see he fell asleep on the sideline?
No. I missed that.
On Thursday game, that nigga was like this. I said, that shit is everywhere on the internet. You ain't see that shit? Bro.
No.
Look, they up. This is in the third quarter. They up like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
If shit gets bad, they gonna tap him and be like, go out there and go fuck something up. Because they're just running the ball to just run the clock out. This motherfucker was like this on the sideline.
You know, he wasn't praying.
He was fucking asleep. He wasn't praying. That's not some shit I did. He was asleep. He was knocked out sleep. So when they asked him about it, he was just like, I've seen so much, and at that time when you're up by that many scores, you just want the game to kind of end. And he old. he honest with his shit. Me, I'm the same age, almost. I think he's a year older than me. God, that throw them fucking. That's why he threw them 4 touchdowns the first half, and then he go to sleep because he's old. So that's a good work.
You work in the front so you can chill in that act. That's
Bam.
I
forgot about Hamlin dying. I forgot about that shit. That shit was crazy. I hope nothing like that happens this year in the playoffs.
Right.
But niggas are getting hit. All right. So my number one, like I said, was the Chat GPT, the rise of Chat GPT. AI is here. Computer technology is here. Tesla It's fucking shit up. They trying to go to Mars. The world is about to change drastically from what you believe, in my personal opinion. So I would definitely be prepared and upskill yourself because AI is about to be here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you not gonna know who the fuck you talking to.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if y'all use like Teams and Microsoft Teams or like Outlook now. If you send an Outlook message, it'll just start randomly typing the words for you and be like, "This is what you want to say," and that's all you do is press tab, and it'll just write the rest of the message.
Yeah.
So you don't
I don't
even
like
got to
that.
know how to read.
You don't have to. You don't have to use your brain.
No,
That's not good. That's not good.
but I would say this: this is the perfect time for the creatives because there's a fine line. You can see it. You can see it. You can see what's generated, and what's not. But the more we add into this shit, the more intelligent it's going to become, the more things are going to happen. So technological advancements are always seen as it's always going to be the detriment to something else. I just hope that this time is not the detriment to humanity. Because when we got cars, niggas stop walking. You know what I'm saying? When we stopped farming, niggas got fat because we started eating everything from the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like we want the convenience of Walmart, and now you've had small stores close.
Right.
So it's going to be a change in the world. All right, man. Last thing I want to ask you about. I didn't tell you about this, big homie. Last thing before we get up out of here, real quick,
what you got?
What to expect in 2024? What do you expect to happen in 2024?
I expect GPT to find another way to take something else over. I expect more celebrities. I think there's going to be like a handful of celebrities that get called out for some things like Diddy, and it won't even be like for rape. It'll just be like on some Diddy shit. It wasn't rape. It was just like you into some weirdo shit, and you
Being
expect
sadistic,
people to,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think there's more people that's going to come out with that. There's supposed to be the list that comes out soon from
It's already started leaking.
the Jeffrey. Has it? I haven't seen it yet. Jeffrey Epstein.
People said it's
list.
been leaking. Like they said, Elon's on it. No, Mark Zuckerberg's on it. I'm sorry, Mark Zuckerberg's on it. That's what people were saying, that Mark is on it. And I was like,
I believe it. He looks like it.
I've seen no Mark. But I mean, you know, Facebook came out what, 2024? 2004? 2004?
Facebook? Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
So he got rich around 2005, 2006, and Epstein was still rocking. Yeah, that is going to be something that, if that's just real, bro, that's going to change the world.
I feel like there's going to be something's going to happen in sports. I know it always does, you know, but I think like somebody's going to God, knock on wood, man, for real. I don't want it to happen, but somebody's going to break their leg. Something crazy is going to happen. It's just kind of like what's happening right now with
Somebody's gonna get fucked up bad.
Yeah, and it's going to be like somebody that everybody like really looks up to, where, you know,
probably maybe Bronny.
I was thinking more so of Wembanyama.
Oh, he gonna get fucked up. Yeah, I'm just waiting for his body to collapse. That nigga way too big and way too weird. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Zion might eat himself out the league. Yep. Any more?
Definitely. Nah, because everything I'm saying is pretty much general, because the same thing that always happens. Nah, man.
All right.
I don't. What about you?
We're coming up into an election year.
Of course.
Trump is already getting banned from states.
I love it.
I expect for there to be a micro civil war about that this year. Definitely in the South, real concentrated in the South. Ain't nobody give a fuck about, ain't nobody doing shit in LA. Ain't nobody doing shit in New York. You know what I'm saying? That whole Eastern Seaboard, it's gonna be South, like where I'm at, Texas, where you at, Georgia. It's gonna be here in the Midwest too. That's just gonna be that's just gonna happen. And it's not gonna be like, you know, we in the streets fighting like that, but it's gonna be a lot of protesting. Certainly if that motherfucker gets reelected. Because it's gonna be BLM Part 6. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some shit. That's definitely gonna happen. And we're gonna see. I'm hoping that Biden is healthy and keeping it rocking. Seem like he's doing some stuff, trying to ban refrigerators. I don't get that, but I guess where he coming from,
Apple Watches.
The environment. You know, yeah, he did. They did ban Apple Watches. So, I mean, okay. I expect for the war to end. Both of them wars gonna end soon. But I don't think it's gonna end the way people think. I think Zelensky's gonna get assassinated. the Ukraine president, and I feel like they just gonna destroy Palestine. They're just gonna turn that shit to new Israel. You feel me? And they're gonna say fuck y'all. And you know what I'm saying? I definitely expect the Lakers to win the championship. I'm just joking. They probably ain't. Motherfuckers gonna probably get their ass whipped like always. But yeah, I do think that the micro civil war is gonna happen. So I will say that I know that people might be like, oh my God, that's crazy. But think about it. Think about it. Get your shit together, prepare just in case something happens. But I don't expect us to have. I also expect though it'd be a really good year for YFM Sports, for YFM Podcast,
of course,
and for me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I expect the music to do some shit this year, not just some scuttlebug, not just me putting shit out for y'all. I expect for that shit to blow up this year. And I expect that the Love Is Real after Free Lunch Baby is gonna be probably one of the best albums niggas ever heard. And I'm saying that very arrogantly, but I just really wholeheartedly believe it. And yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a year where motherfuckers is really gonna learn a lot about themselves because I feel like we're gonna go through some shit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna make us better in 2025, and we're gonna be very happy as a country. Or we're gonna have a clear direction of what this country really is, and I think a lot of the bullshit is gonna stop being hidden. I think motherfuckers really about to show you who they is. Everybody in the streets, everywhere. So yeah, that's my prediction for 2024. That's Big Homie Wayne's. We appreciate y'all coming through another year, hanging out with us. As long as live stream we ever fucking did, probably. But it's fun. We love it. And let me know in the comments what your top 5 movies was, what your top 5 moments was. I know we missed like a million things. Please go watch No One Will Save You. Help support small filmmakers because that shit is. Definitely please watch that other movie that the Obamas made. What was it called?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. I didn't know they was on that type of shit. They executive produced some banging movies. They did a couple other movies this year too that people liked. So definitely check that out. Make sure you make sure you subscribe, hang out with us. We got a lot of shit coming for YFM Sports and YFM Podcast on all platforms. So we just appreciate y'all and we love y'all. Big Homie Wayne, what you got to say to the people? The end of the year.
Thank you guys. Have a happy New Year. We appreciate everything you guys watching this year. And just continue to stay tuned for the next year. Thank you. Y'all be safe for New Year's. Don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive. Get your Ubers. As a matter of fact, just stay home. If you're gonna just either stay home or go to somebody's house. Like being out there is wild and people are crazy. So yeah, man, just stay home, drink your drink. If you ain't got to work in the morning, chill out, man. But either way, have fun. Let's get ready for this new year and peace, love, and prosperity and all that stuff.
Word up, man. Appreciate y'all. YFM, we is out, man. Thank y'all. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Peace out. Yeah.